I don't know how many of those you heard, so I know the tape stopped, so here's another one. The site now. So Chipotle has really good employee benefits, even for part-time workers, like health insurance, vacation time. They tend to promote from within. So if you're good, you can end up running one or two locations if you're making a six-figure income. And guess what, folks? That ain't bad. People have very clear goals, key performance indicators, KPIs. So very well run, and they treat their people well, and Chipotle employees smile. And okay, and that's I'm giving you this little bit as much as anything because some of you are already managers. You're definitely going to be managers. You could be running big companies someday. Always keep in mind that your employees, who are the ones dealing with customers, are not the least important employees in your company. They're the most important. And how they're treated and motivated can be an important part of your success and your customer relationship management. Cross-selling, we talked about. It's selling an additional product or service to an existing customer. Okay. And life insurance company, getting car or health insurance. Okay. Television brand, they go for home theater, laptop, selling some accessories. And Wells Fargo, we talked about it a couple of times because it wasn't a bad objective, but it was very, very badly managed by people who did not appreciate their so-called frontline employees. So building loyalty is easier with emails and texts. Loyal customers are more profitable. Call them by name, have a universal ID. Your actions and your employees' actions determine loyalty. And if you're looking to acquire customers, look for the right ones. And little acorns can turn into big oak trees. Okay. Now I want to push on. Oh my gosh, who's that person in the hoodie? What must be mentioned also in regards to the database is some of these things. Things change in a database, people move, people die, So merged purged is something you do with when you rent another database. It's also something you do within your own database to update, to clean the database if people don't respond to emails. Okay, things like that. But that wasn't the reason I showed the guy in the hoodie. The reason I showed that guy was databases equals privacy concerns, right? So you're running a database, and this is a slide I borrowed from Walter Kerner, who works here at FIT. He's in charge of security. He's the one who's in charge of email security and database security here. He has always given a great lecture to my database class, and I just took a couple of his slides. Thank you, Walter. The guy in the hoodie was one of them. You need to know who uses the database, control it tightly, and revalidate periodically. Lock it down. Log interactions with your database. And part of security with a database is security with your email. Because the way people get into databases is by phishing, right? Sending a fake email. That's how the whole email record and a lot of other information from the Democratic National Committee was gotten into by the Russians several years ago. It was a fake email. Somebody opened a link, and then the Russians had their way in. So that's why we have strict password rules here at FIT from Walter. Okay, yay, we're done. All we have left is to talk about the homework, which is a lot like last week's, except rather than each team analyzing a direct ad with an offer, you're going to choose a branding ad without an offer and write up this information. You're actually going to put it up and everybody will talk about it. How is branding different from direct? Remember Tabasco, I want to see the target benefit, support, brand character, and this, there won't be an offer, but I want to see your analysis of all these things. Okay. And let's remember, we want stuff that looks like the kitty cat. So what did we talk about in this class? Marketing principles, USPs, meeting a customer need, unique selling proposition. We talked about direct marketing and how it was different with an offer, database, and measurability, and a bunch of other things. We talked about databases. We defined a database. We looked at the history from cuneiform to 1920 census written records, to the use of computers, all the way to artificial intelligence and Watson and databases doing some amazing things with the right computing power. What does CRM stand for, everyone? Customer Relationship Management. We talked about that. But the idea is to build trust for a lifelong relationship with our customers, like the old corner grocer had with his or her neighborhood. I'm flagging net present value because we're going to get back to that. I have my own reason for wanting you guys to grasp this concept. It's going to be important for you in life. Then we dug into actually using the database to prospect, to build loyalty. And I gave you your homework assignment. And this is that. And that is all for now.